Good morning, authentic brand leaders. It is Ask Wednesday. So typically in the group, today is a day for you to ask me any questions. Well, you can kind of ask me questions pretty much anytime and tag me, but Wednesdays are usually the day where I send out a thread and you can just ask me questions about coaching, about your life, about your business, any sort of lingering thoughts or curiosities that you want somebody else's input or insights on. But today, in the spirit of the art of conversation, I thought I would share with you some tips about the art of asking questions. So what I mean by this is, not so much of asking questions like to get help, but as a leader of your life and business, when somebody comes to you with a problem or challenge or conflict, for you to be able to ask them questions to really help them figure out maybe their own solutions, to help them to figure out what's really important and kind of guide them to figure out what their next steps are. So this could be really used in the context of work. If you're a manager, the way that you approach conversations with the people that you have authority over. This could be used with, friends and gal pals who kind of come to you to complain about something, and you could, really challenge them to think bigger. Or, so this could be in a work situation or kind of like a real life situation. So why is asking questions important? I think really asking questions is important because it really helps you to be much more curious about the other person. It helps you to be a lot less judgmental about who they are and where they're coming from. And again, ultimately, it helps to really empower them to, to really gain some insight or create some solutions on their own. So basically, the way that I see the types of questions could be categorized into two categories. So one is called closed questions. A closed question is something where literally you ask it and there's only one choice of an answer. It can only result in a yes or no answer. So an example could be, do you, probably should have thought of some ahead of time. I'm kind of really just brainstorming ideas as they come to me. But example could be something like, do you think you can, do you think you can take responsibility for your actions, or something like that? And the only answers that you can have is a yes or no. So that kind of closes off the conversation. That kind of just stops it right in its tracks. Hey, for watching live, I'd love to hear your comments or to give me a little shout out to know that you're here. We're talking about closed questions and how they kind of shut down conversations. So again, another example of a closed question is something like, can you do this? Yes or no. It can also be kind of like a leading question, you're kind of assuming things about the other person, do you like your job? Something like that. I actually had somebody ask me that one time, and I didn't know how to respond because it's of course I like my job. Do you not think I like my job? Stuff like that. So again, a closed question is something that only can result in a yes or no question. It kind of just stops the conversation. On the other hand, if you ask more, I call them open-ended questions. Now, these are the ones that kind of open up the answers to much more, possibilities, much more creativity, much more, possible solutions. And again, it kind of gives you options of where the conversation can go. So these are not yes or no questions. These are more like what questions, why questions, who, those kind of fun sentence starters. So stuff like, what are the possibilities here? Or even, what questions do you have? Or, who can we reach out to that would help you with this challenge? So even if noticing the difference of like how much more open and expansive your question is can result in so much more possibilities of where it can go. And so that's kind of really the point of this is for you to notice how you initiate those conversations, kind of ask those great questions. Like, well, why is this so important to you? And, like, what do you stand for in your business? Stuff like that. Like, those are the questions that really kind of get to the heart of the matter. And those are the things that kind of really empower people to think for themselves and to be really creative with their solutions. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry I don't have any more specific examples. But again, if I really challenge you, like as you are talking to people, to notice the times when you ask those closed questions. Now, again, there's definitely times when you just need a very direct answer of like yes or no. And that's fine, and that's great. That's exactly when you need to use them. But just be aware of, or I guess I just challenge you more to use more open and creative and expansive questions. So have fun in this challenge. If you would like to ask me any questions about asking questions, conversations, leadership stuff, whatever, just let me know in the Q&A thread. Hi. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Lilia. That's so much fun. I didn't realize that you could have like hearts and likes and stuff. That's great. It's so good to see you, Yulia. But I'm actually wrapping up about this conversation about asking questions. Hi. How are you today? It's so good to see. So good to see you. Yay. Again, this is really funny. So like asking questions. If you have any questions about asking questions, let me know. And again, like the reason why this is so important as a coach, as a leader, is because questions really help with a lot more fun conversations, a lot more open possibilities, and it's kind of cool to see what people come up with. So have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.